Garage conversions are one of the most popular ADUs we see at Maxable. With limited space in the backyard, a garage is often the best or the only opportunity for building an ADU. Did you know that 39% of Californians don't park their car in the garage? It's time to make that space work for you. In this video, we're going to cover everything that you need to know to get started on a garage conversion. Homeowners often think that you can convert a garage for a few $1,000s and an experienced handyman. I wish it was that cheap or that easy. But part of what makes a garage conversion so attractive is they are the most cost-effective way to build a second rentable unit on your property. And they also have some amazing regulatory advantages. Plus, they add tremendous value to your property. We've helped hundreds of homeowners with garage conversions, and we can help you too. Stay tuned on how. Can a garage be converted to an ADU? In California and in hundreds of other cities, the answer is yes. So what does a good candidate for a garage conversion look like? 1. Built after 1940. Garages older than that might not have sufficient footings to be converted. Remember, in California, there's still regulatory advantages just for using the footprint of the garage. 2. The foundation is in good condition. Look out for large cracks in the slab. 3. The framing doesn't have extensive damage from things like termites or dry rot, both very common in California. 4. The roof is in good condition. Not a must-have, but a good roof will save you several thousands of dollars. You may not be able to accurately judge the condition of the garage yourself. You'll probably need a designer or contractor for that. Let's talk about 3 types of garage conversions. There's really 3 ways that you can use your garage to build an ADU. 1 is you can keep the footprint of the existing garage exactly as it is. 2, you can expand the garage footprint to create a bigger ADU. Or 3, you can build an ADU on top of the garage. A standard garage is 20 feet by 20 feet or 400 square feet in total. That's big enough for either a studio or a small 1-bedroom. And you can save thousands on construction by just using the existing structure and roof as long as your garage is in pretty decent condition. So let's quickly break down the pros and cons of each. Keeping the garage footprint will save your budget, but might be a little bit on the smaller side, so it depends what your uses are. Expanding the footprint is awesome if you have the space and budget, but the new construction has to conform to the current setbacks, whereas the existing garage is grandfathered in even if it's on the property line. Building up is awesome because you don't lose the functionality of your garage or your backyard, but it's typically double the cost of a regular garage conversion. But plenty of homeowners are happy to invest the money for an ADU above the garage, especially if it gets you that spectacular view. Let's talk about the cost breakdown of a garage conversion. The price tag for a garage conversion is going to vary dramatically depending on where you live and the current price of materials. We have lots of garage conversion photos with price breakdowns on our website under the ADU tour section. Even today, some homeowners think that a garage conversion will be $50,000 or less. They see a structure that's already built and they figure $50,000 should be more than enough to add a kitchen and a bathroom. But it's a lot more complicated than you might realize. Garages were never intended to house human beings, so the building codes for a garage are nowhere near as strict as the codes for a habitable living space, like an ADU. So even if your garage is in fantastic shape, you still have to bring it up to code as a habitable dwelling. This typically involves reinforcing the ceiling joists. Those are the beams that support the roof. Reinforcing other parts of the frame that aren't up to code. Underpinning the foundation to reinforce it. Adding insulation because most garages are not insulated. And you'll also need to frame a bathroom and bedroom walls as well as closets. In addition to structural elements, the garage will need to be prepped for utilities. That means trenching for plumbing, laying water and sewer lines, upgrading the electrical panel, laying pipes for natural gas if you use it. Then there's the roof. If your garage is fairly new, you might not have a need to replace it. But we've seen a lot of garage conversions where it just makes sense to replace the aging shingles with new roofing, especially if you're putting solar on it. So you might be thinking, wow, this is a lot more complicated than I was expecting. But remember, all accessory dwelling units add significant value to your property, and that includes garage conversions. Plus, they have the opportunity to cash flow positive every month. Especially if your garage is detached, since detached ADUs add so much value. In fact, in America's biggest cities, a home with an ADU is priced on average 35% higher than a home without one. So, do you need to replace parking with a garage conversion? This is a question that we get asked frequently, and the truth is it depends on your state. In California, you're not required to replace off-street parking if you convert your garage. So if you lose parking spaces due to that garage conversion, there's no need to replace it. And you also don't need a parking space for any ADU as long as you're within half a mile of public transit. If your garage has a driveway and you don't need all of it to park your cars, that's a great opportunity to add private outdoor space to your ADU. If the driveway is sloped, you can put a deck over it like this. Or you can add some paint or tile like this, or add a little fencing and it's really private. Let's talk about finding a garage conversion designer for your ADU. Once you have a budget for your ADU, the next step is to hire your designer. Experience is key to getting an ADU that truly maximizes the garage. The very small footprint of a garage comes with special, unique challenges. Can you squeeze a washer dryer into the bathroom? Pro tip, if you're planning on renting your ADU, a washer dryer is a very hot commodity that people are willing to pay a little bit more for. So if you can make it fit, we highly recommend it. Should you have a sleeping nook or a separate bedroom? What about storage and counter space? How will the designer get enough natural light in the rooms while maintaining privacy from the main house? And speaking of privacy, what about access to the ADU? The architect behind this gorgeous garage conversion, Mayberry Workshop, cleverly had the main entrance face outward. Now the tenant has their own private patio, complete with privacy. The designer should know what questions to ask about your priorities and goals, because with a garage conversion, you're probably going to need to make at least a couple compromises. But if you doubt that garage conversions can look truly stunning, then just check out our YouTube channel to tour some of them. The transformations are almost unbelievable. We've helped thousands of homeowners plan their ADU projects and source designers and builders for them. We'd love to help you too. Hit the link below to talk to one of our experts. Do you need a permit for a garage conversion? Yes, you have to get permits for a garage conversion. But given the leniency of local and state laws, there's no reason to try and move forward without permitting. Hiring a general contractor. Feeling tense just thinking about general contractors? It's true. Finding a trustworthy GC is one of the most stressful parts of doing a garage conversion. But we've de-stressed the process for you by vetting a group of licensed general contractors with ADU experience. After having basic designs, we'll source 3 GC estimates for you and review them together. Timelines. So how long does it take for your garage conversion daydreams to turn into an awesome ADU reality? Usually between 12 to 18 months from start to finish. And think about it. Then you'll have a home for your parents or your adult kids or passive income on your property or maybe a private office. Our clients agree it's one of the smartest investments that you can make. Our mission at Maxable is to teach you about your project and help you hire designers and builders for your ADU. If you like this content in this video, I highly recommend subscribing to our newsletter where we share even more insights, video home tours to inspire you, and cost estimates. Dive in and find out how a garage conversion can work for you. And as always, remember to like and subscribe.